Cheers, mix, click, and code with Boozy Browsing, sipping and fixing the web one cocktail at a time.
Very new domain plus the stack combo.
I think these were just general kind of notes around like, oh, if it's super new, then like this is a reality though. If a site went up recently, probably was vibe coded. Like there's not a whole lot of custom development going on right now using real people developing things. It's at least a first note, like, oh, and then you can dig deeper. Honestly, it's more of the security things anyways. There's no point like looking for vibe coded sites and like flagging it because there's so many of them out there. My developer, who I call Dana, I tell it, all right, we've got, I think it was like 4 or 5 Jira tickets. Take a look at those, go ahead and run with them. And it ran with them. And all of a sudden I'm seeing looking for SSH key, found it, logging into production server. Like, what is going on? Like plug pulled. Like it was about to, because, and I've had this issue before when they're marked urgent, it somehow, and this is such a junior dev type thing to do. I've worked with so many people that thought it was urgent, so they're going to fix it right away. And like, no, of course not. And the fact that the ticket said it, the fact that I actually put it in my message to follow our workflow, and it just failed on all those guardrails.
What I was really surprised about was sometimes it's the quality of work can be very good, but like the little mistakes, like some of the directions that we give can be very important, gets missed. But some things I was impressed with is more on, so now like there's so many different technologies, so many different tool sets, so many different libraries that you can dab into to look at it. It will research it and apply it so fast so that it's very surprisingly interesting to see like, oh, right, is there such thing? I was like, yeah, then use it and try it. If it works, it works. So that portion is really good. It just goes out and research it and then independently just suggests that like this might be the good solution for certain things.
Yeah, its ability to go from seemingly zero knowledge to expert level kind of implementation of something because it can read all the documentation so fast.
Right.
It's pretty impressive.
I'm curious, what made you think that the first couple days that you tested, what made you think that it was amazing?
I gave it a task like this times 5 different projects that we had been working on prior just to see if it could build it. And it built them all in an hour and it was done in WordPress. Created content, created all the content, like created from scratch, all the posts, all the custom post types, all the fields, all the layouts. It was all manageable. All 5 of those sites were done. It takes screenshots, but it still sees it. And Claude Code doesn't really do that at all. It makes guesses based on code, and it can kind of do a headless type browser interface type thing, if people are familiar with that technology. So having Claude Desktop, it can then use my browser, use some of my applications, and visually see, actually can use my whole actual screen and can see things and take screenshots and know the spacing, know the interface, know like if it clicks this, what happens on it. And then it can fix itself or fix the application. And that's a big step. Laziness is the mother of invention.
Yeah.
I mean, as a developer, my laziness has made me, much more efficient, much more, fast, right? Using AI, it's not like, there's 2 ways, I guess, of being lazy now. I'll talk about this. Like you could be lazy and just try to let AI do it and then be frustrated with the output. That's not the laziness that I'm more around. Like if I'm going to use a tool to do a task, I expect it to do the task like the way I want it.
I think the one thing that excites me about this, I feel like there's 2 times that I've been excited like this. One, when I first learned about the internet and learned that you could like build things and put things on servers when I was in high school. And then the second time in my memory is like, I shifted from enterprise proprietary CMS work into open source CMS work and web development. And it was so much more exciting because there were so many opportunities. You could do so many things and there was so much to read about and so many people doing things. And I feel like that's somewhat where the excitement for me is, where I'm spending a lot of time doing and trying. I'm now starting to like utilize it for actual work, which is great too, but I'm still spending so much time out of work playing with things around it.
I vibe coded the website with my daughter using an AI tool called Bolt. So it came out in June 2025. So it's been up since then.
Like we're getting close to a year. You know.
So yeah, I mean, there you go. So that's like a classic example of vibe coded app. And if you push it to production, and I mean, if it actually worked, I mean, if anyone really tried it, I don't know if their credit card or whatever information is secure.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Based on all the other things, like if we were doing a regular Boozy Browsing audit, like I would have never checked out on that site. Too many red flags before I even get to that point.
25. The problem isn't bugs; it's judgment. So developers can't evaluate what AI generated.
I don't understand. I understand why someone who's not a developer builds out a vibe coded app and deploys it to production and doesn't understand how to know that it's not secure. But I don't know how someone that's a developer goes through that process and doesn't do a check.
And real user monitoring.
RUM.
RUM.
Thing, right?
We said this on our Lunch and Learn with Kinsta before, right? RUM.
Yeah. This is a little bit more technical where you're actually, so we talked about, it's similar to Hotjar, except you're not getting the kind of visual stuff usually. You're getting constant reports of your actual users, because this is a thing where developers, if you've ever heard a developer say it works on my local, this is kind of that idea, because no matter how much we do, local staging, development staging, testing environments are not live environments because we don't have the live traffic. So once you get real live traffic, real users going to your site, and they're doing things that you don't expect them to do, but they find ways of getting to areas, right? This is tracking all of that. So it's actually tracking your real traffic to your site and watching logging errors, logging warnings, whatever you want to put in place, it can actually do that for you.
So if you're just throwing with all this data, great. What is this for?
Especially nowadays, I mean, with AI being able to pull in, we're recording so much, but now AI is being able to kind of report on it. I would also put the note, because of AI, that just because there's insights, question the insights, because that would be almost a 2.1, right? If the account manager can't answer your questions about the insights, then who generated the insights, and are they even accurate?
Yeah.